dear Father Rector, and other staff members and friends here, and my dear brothers. First of all, on behalf of the priests gathered here, I wish you a happy Community Day. St. Augustine once said, "Rejoice, but with awe. You have not only become Christians, but Christ Himself." So a Community Day or any celebration in the church is a commemoration of our becoming Christ Himself. Several of us from several backgrounds, from several cultural backgrounds, communities, dioceses, but members of the same mystical body. So we have become Christ Himself. This is an occasion where we celebrate that mystery. So once again, happy Community Day. The theme of the liturgy, as our prefect said, Michael, to bear fruits in Christ, bearing fruits, bearing much fruit in Christ. And we can bear fruit, we can bear much fruit only in Christ. In Christ. And before going into that, we must know the context where we will be sent and where we are also ministering. Some years ago in London, there were two principal slogans kept to the notice of all the passers-by in all the highways and byways. And the first slogan is taken from Stephen Hawking, the scientist who cannot move, cannot decipher, but yet made a profound discovery. Stephen, some of you know very well. He said, "There is probably no God. Now stop worrying and enjoy your life." But we are here just for the opposite. There is God, but you will live happily. The glory of God is glory of human being fully alive. But Stephen's thinking finally is probably there is no God. There is no God. The second slogan is that it will never come again is what makes life so sweet. This is taken from Emily Dickinson, poet. They wanted only about £5,000 for displaying in various places like bus stand or junction, airport, and some corners of London. They wanted only £5,000. They advertised. The following day they received about £50,000, which means what worries us is the number of people who buy this ideology that there is no God. The life ends with this life. And when I say this, you should not imagine I am speaking about some island or London is far away. Tinatandi conducted surveys just 3-4 years ago, in Salem, in Coimbatore, in Chennai, in Madurai. The number of people who are agnostics, number of people who believe in God are 35%, 40%. So this is the context in which you are going to bear fruit. That's why I am saying. So this is the secular line, secular. I will give you one more example from our circle. Pope Emeritus Benedict, I think he gave, Raymond knows very clearly, he gave 2 interviews to the journalists. Now it was published as books. I read the first book in our library only. That's called the Ratzinger Report. What I am quoting is taken from there some years ago. There was also another book by his interviews. They are all very good updates on various traditions of the church. In that first report, the journalist asked him, "Holy Father, please explain or describe to the situations of the church today." And he said, without any hesitation, the church today looks like You are building in construction, but whose blueprint is lost. Everybody builds on their own designs. The end result will be amorphous. Amorphous is without any definite shape and form. We need not buy as it is, though he was the Holy Father at the time, but there is a lot of truth in what he said. Maybe this has to be viewed in the light of relativism. Everybody, dictate of relativism, everybody pontificates, everybody dominates. There is no fixed rules and regulations. They were all in the bygone years. So probably that's what he meant. But to a large extent, in our own dioceses, in our own parishes, in our own families, in our own personal life, we feel a kind of this having lost blueprint. Or we feel at times that priority which is supposed to be given to God and His kingdom is absent, deplorably absent. So these two broader perspectives are the actual situations in which we are going to work and to bring more fruit for Christ. Coming to the gospel passage, bearing fruit is a highly disputed point. What does it mean to bear fruit? Traditionally, people thought bringing new Catholics are the fruits, or bringing our own children, begetting children also is the fruit. They are all true. And the traditional virtues are the fruits. Evangelistic, bringing more converts to Christ, were the fruits. They are true, but they are not the whole of truth. Today, to bear fruit is any action, any attitude which advances the cause of God is the fruit. Fruit is nothing but it's a synonym to the result of your life in Christ. The rector said in the beginning that wine imagery is a perfect example of our prayer life, effective prayer life. You can bring forth fruits. Many said, Lord, did we not cast out the demons like that? They were enumerating many things what they were doing. But the Lord said, go away, I don't know you. So the simply fruits, our actions, doesn't have merit in the sight of God. Lord, we have to be also among those groups. Lord, did we not set mass? Did we not organize navinas? So many things. But the Lord made even disown us unless there is an indwelling. We remain united as branches with Christ in prayer life. If that is done, there is a more effective way of bearing the fruits in Christ. So, it is apart from merely reductionist view of bearing fruit, namely begetting children, new converts, let us broaden our view, our actions, our attitudes. For example, our Jayasilan is here from Tuticorin. Maybe he was honored this morning, I don't know, I just came in. That's called two kinds of martyrdom in the church. Red martyrdom and white martyrdom. What is red martyrdom? Is by shedding blood. In a way, he shed blood in the fight for justice. Red martyrdom. What we do sometimes is the white martyrdom. To cope up, to live up to the expectations of the people, or living with the problematic people in the parishes, always encountering the hypercritical youth group. White martyrdom. We are just, we cope up with them. That's called white martyrdom. They are also in a way bearing fruit. These are all in a broader context. Abdul Kalam said very clearly he spoke about developments, political development and developmental politics and political politics. He differentiated between these two. Political politics, developmental politics. Developmental politics is, this is my capacity, this is my resource, this is my parish, this is my bishop, these are the priests with whom I am supposed to help now. But what best I can do in this situation? Developmental politics. We cannot avoid politics, but we can make it a developmental politics. There is a political politics. Political politics is, I am from a royal family, my father is very well respected everywhere. So therefore, immediately after my ordination, I should be sent for studies, I should be made in a very wealthy parish as a parish priest, or I should be called monsignors. They are all political politics. I'm only borrowing the terms of Abdul Kalam and applying in our own life situation to see how best we can bear fruit for